So today we're looking at a 3/4 pleat EasyRise shade, and this is the EasyRise shade with the flat lift tape system. It has a cord loop and a flat lift tape system. And these tapes are designed to last for years and years in the field, but sometimes they do break. There is a EasyRise record kit available. It comes with lift tape and some spare components that you can order. Just real quick to show you how this product comes apart and goes back together. The clutch would slide off of this shade. I would probably need the pocket and buckle that comes with the record kit. If the pocket and buckle is still in the bottom of the shade here, I can pull it out. And the way I go ahead and pull this buckle apart is, move in on it here, this cord just loops over through it. It zigzags through it and then rewraps over itself. So I'm just going to take my millwright scribe here, pull that tape out, pulling it out here so the top comes out. This top feature comes out the top, and then the tape just zigzags through the three layers inside here. So I just go ahead and pull that buckle off. If that buckle's still good, I can reuse it in the field. Moving on to the clutch feature here, I have a drive shaft here coming through the two lift tapes here. Go ahead and pry off the C-clip. That's a shaft retainer clip. It keeps the shaft from moving out of the clutch. It's just a little C-shaped guy here. Move him out of the way. I can now remove the shaft. And this is my broken route here on my shading. Go ahead and twist counterclockwise with the spool to the right side, turning it counterclockwise. It just does rotate out. And what I have going on there is I have these two features here and here that are made to rotate into that bottom of the headrail here. So this hole here on the bottom of the spool goes into the hole in the center there. Center it up on that hole and then just twist it into place. Now to go ahead and replace this tape, I'm going to go ahead and pull my spool out. Chances are the tape broke on the shading, but the spool here is still good. I want to make sure it turns freely and everything. Go ahead and take my millwright scribe here, pull the tape off of the old tape off of the spool, just pull it through out of the spool. I'm now ready to insert some new fresh tape into that spool, and to do that I kind of have to pop that spool apart. Go ahead and take your millwright scribe or a flat screwdriver, stick it in behind the spool, between the spool and the housing here, and just pry it out. It does just pop out there. The next thing I'm going to look at doing is relacing up this spool, and there's a groove inside there in the bottom of that spool, if you can see it there, where the tape is going to insert into that groove. And I just simply take the tape, get it started into the groove there, push it through, and you can see it comes out the front side here. See that tape moving around in there? Go ahead and hold the tape in place, take your millwright scribe, get it on that tape and pull it out so I can grip it with my fingers here. Go ahead and pull that tape through now. Got a little bit of extra tape, so it's now going through the spool there. Go ahead and run it over this feature here. It loops through, comes up, goes back in, creates a loop there, and then I just take it and drop it over this post here. So it goes up, around, back over, and I'm back inside. I can take that little extra tab of tape here and pull it tight. That way the cord loop, or the tape loop here, is now holding that in place. It's very secure. I can pull on it and it's held in place. The other end of the tape here, it's down at the bottom, and I would have cut this tape length to the length of the shade, plus 6 inches or so. It's just going to insert through this bottom feature of the standoff. Go ahead and pull it all through. Don't want any interference in the tape. Don't want to kink the tape up at all. Then I just snap this back into place, and it should turn freely once I get it back together. This spool is now ready to go back into the window shade. So here's my hole in my shade. It goes down through the fabric in the headrail there, all the way out through the bottom of the shade here. And I'm just going to take my lacing tool that I get in my record kit for EasyRise, put it in the bottom, through the hole in the bottom rail. Sometimes I got to work those around a little bit because there's the bottom rail hole, then it goes through the hole in the slat, a hole in the fabric, through the hole in the top slat, into the headrail here. Then I'm going to just lace that tape through the shading. Got my lacing needle here, lace the tape through the shading, pull it on through. Now my tape's going all the way through the head rail, fabric, bottom rail. Pull that tight up against the top of the rail. Make sure it's not twisted in any way there. Drop that spool into place. Rotate it counterclockwise to lock it into place. It's locked in now. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and reinsert my drive shaft, but I want to make sure that the bottom of the other tapes down the line from this tape here are also in time. So I want to make sure that the tape's pulled out the bottom and pulled all the way through. The next thing I have to consider is the grooves on the shaft are not all the same size. One's deeper than the other two. So I need to find that on the spool, pull the spool out here and show you. This one here is longer than the other two here. So I'll go ahead and twist it into place and slide that shaft into the 3 grooves. Now if it doesn't go right through and slide through very easily like this does, I've got my grooves lined up wrong. So slide that shaft in, slide it in through all the rest of the tape routes there. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my C-clip on. All that does is keep the shaft from moving away from the clutch on this end. Then I'm just going to reinsert my clutch. It also has 3 grooves. They're not one bigger than the other. It just lines up on the 3 grooves in the shaft here and slide it into place. Now on the bottom end of my tape, I've got to reattach my pocket and buckle. My buckle, I should say. The pocket's already here in the bottom rail. My buckle goes on. If you look at it, it's slightly tapered. It's smaller on one end than it is on the other. And you just go ahead and lace the tape through. It zigzags through. 1, 2, 3. So it just zigzags through 1, 2, 3, and then it just comes back around and goes through the top again. And that holds it in place. And then that pocket and buckle goes into the moving rail here. And here's what the pocket and buckle would look like reinserted once I've leveled the shade. Then I have this extra tape here, and I can cut that off in the window opening.